Cabarrus County, welcome to Ground Game. I'm Republican Party Chairman Abdul Ali.
And I am Ruth Motley.
Oh, we tried to get it. One episode, y'all stay tuned. One of these episodes, she's gonna say Ruth the truth. We're gonna get her to say Ruth the truth, y'all. So listen, we've got a really cool episode of Ground Game coming for you guys today. Before we jump into that, I do wanna let you know this is gonna be a great month here in Cabarrus County. We've got convention, we've got Madison Cawthorn coming to the district. It's gonna be a really exciting month here in Cabarrus. If you are not signed up for the newsletter, please visit us at cabarrus.gop. Make sure you get signed up for the newsletter so you can stay in the know about what's happening here in Cabarrus County. So you're going to interview the mayor of Kannapolis today.
I am, and we had a great conversation. I'm really excited for everybody to watch it.
All right, well, let's hop into that real quick, and then we'll be right back on Ground Game.
Yep, for years, Kannapolis was a Cannon Mills town that Cannon Mills left behind. With a proud textile history, but an uncertain future, and a downtown that was mostly down on its luck.
All right, welcome back to Ground Game. I am joined here with a special guest. Please welcome with me the mayor of Kannapolis, Mayor Darrell Hinnant. Thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be with you.
Awesome. So you're mayor of Kannapolis, which is just right now. So I live in Concord, and on the lips of all my friends is Kannapolis and how it's booming right now, right?
It is indeed.
It is,
yeah.
But it wasn't always the case. So for those of us that don't know the history of Kannapolis, just kind of walk us through some of the challenges that it's had over the past couple of decades.
Well, it was a very vibrant place up in the 70s and 80s when the textile mill was going really, really good. There was 20,000 people that were in those textile plants. And as a result of that, lots of things were happening. Stores were open. You could go and shop all the way up until 11 o'clock at night when the shift changed and everything. So it was a very vibrant place. But now, when the industry actually went to the Far East, about 2003, the mill closed down and laid off 4,003 people in one day. The largest layoff in North Carolina history.
Sure, that was devastating.
It was devastating. Community. It was amazing when we were having city council meetings. Great big guys would come to the council meeting with tears dripping off their chin because they said, I don't know anything but working at the mill. What am I going to do now? My grandfather worked there, my mom and dad worked there, I worked there. What am I going to do? So we went into a really hard retraining program to give people new skills that they needed to be able to communicate and work in the new world.
Well, you're seeing a lot of that pay off right now because here we are, 2021, and downtown Kannapolis specifically is very vibrant. It is just, overgrowing with new businesses. I know there's a great brewery. My friends go down there and they go shopping and they love all the ice cream shops. But the biggest thing right now is the new baseball stadium. I know the Atrium Ballpark is real exciting for the community. What is it like just right now in the downtown Kannapolis and Kannapolis as a whole? Like, how is it rebounding from everything?
It's growing dramatically at this point in time. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I'd like to share with you, Ruth, is the most heartwarming thing about this is that people who are older than me come to me all the time or pick up the phone and call me and say, I didn't think I was ever going to see this again in my lifetime. That for it to be like it used to be and now to be vibrant again is just unbelievable for some of the older folks in the community.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, like I said, a lot of my girlfriends enjoy going to downtown Kannapolis and seeing all the shops. Yeah. And at first I was like, why are we going to downtown Kannapolis? But it's amazing. And I know there's apartments being built. I mean, it's a whole new community going up there.
Well, we have a new set of apartments that just opened up, but we're about to announce in the next 60 days a new set of condominiums and townhouses that will be right next to the baseball field.
Oh, wow.
And we have people who are coming and just walking or just exercising or just sitting out on the seats, just enjoying what downtown is now and what it was back in their day, as well as for young people like you to come up and to have all these shops. In a industry or in a time in which people say, oh, you have to order it online, you can't go to a shop.
You can't replace being there in person.
We have just displaced that idea completely. We have over 30 new contracts of people who have moved into our community and new businesses are open up. As you know, small business is really the backbone of the U.S. economy. And as a result of that, we're thrilled that they're in our community.
Yeah, that sounds so great. Well, I know being a mayor can't always be fun. Like, oh, that sounds amazing. So let's switch over a little bit to something I know that has been a little controversial. So talk to us a little bit about why, the city of Kannapolis, I understand, changed the name of First Street to MLK Jr. Avenue. Mm-hmm. And there was some controversy about that. So I just wanted to give you the opportunity to speak to it.
Well, this has not been an overnight question. Mm-hmm. It has, since 2017, we had the African American community come to us and say, we would like to have some way to have our community honored for their participation at the mill. We all worked at the mill and all of that. So what could we do to give them some kind of something to hold on to? And so they came back a little bit later and said, we'd like for a street to be named after us. Well, we had protocols where we had renamed other streets where we said, does a change of the name make good sense? And is it a good purpose? And also, how many people does it affect to have to change their driver's license and all that kind of stuff? So when they picked out First Street, it met both of those qualifications. It went through or near 3 of the 4 African American communities in town. And so that met the purpose. And then the second thing, they said, well, that street was the street we used to walk to work when the mill was there.
Okay.
And then there was only like 30 some people that would have to change their name and their address and everything in order to do this. So it was a perfect relationship to be able to do this. They had over 1,200 names on the petition that had asked for this name change. We sent out letters to the community to say, what do you think? We had people who showed up. Yeah, we did have a few people who were opposed, but the number is 8 emails that I got and 1 phone call.
Well, that's good. That's encouraging to hear that.
So it wasn't widespread opposition. It was really just what is happening sort of opposition kind of thing.
So on that note, just as mayor, you're over, a community that had a lot of heartache, but is now starting to see the light, starting to thrive. But is there anything that keeps you up at night as mayor? Anything that you're concerned about with the future?
I want to tell you that the short answer is yes, and the longer answer is, in our planning process we just completed. We started in late January and just finished it up. There are 58 projects that we just prorated, analyzed, and prioritized. There were 28 studies. A study is something that you haven't gotten all the details together yet, but you're going to convert it to a project someday. And in addition to that, 10 more. We have all of those 80 different projects coming along. That takes leadership, that takes funding, that takes a lot of different things to make sure those opportunities don't go by the wayside. Some of them are fire stations, some are parks, some are recreational opportunities for our community. When we go out and recruit, and since I've been there, we've had over 2,000 new jobs in Kannapolis. That is not just about downtown, although the downtown is wonderful, but how do we build wealth in the community? And we build wealth in the community by having people get a job that they can afford to buy a house. And as a result of that, they gain some additional wealth with that. We've been super successful with that, with over 2,000 new jobs in the last 6 years that I've been mayor.
So speaking of your last 6 years as mayor, I understand that you are going to be seeking a second term. Is that
third
term? Okay. Well, congratulations. Talk to us a little bit about, I know you've talked a lot about the jobs and the economy and everything, but is there anything else just as you're embarking on your third term or running for a third term, that you would like to let our viewers know about?
Well, when you have 80 projects that need to be done, managed, funded, and all of that kind of thing, it seems ridiculous to me that you'd want to change the leadership that you have in the community. If I was replaced, we'd lose 20 years of experience that's there now. I think that that's important for us to have that kind of leadership to go on to make all these projects happen. When we go out and try to recruit businesses like those I told you where we get the new jobs, 2 things they ask for. One is a skilled workforce, and then second is how can we have our people that are working hard have a good time and recreate at the end of the week. So we have been working hard to build parks and recreational opportunities along with the way. So I think is how do you manage it is the thing that keeps me up at night so that we don't miss the opportunities that we have in front of us as a community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for being part of Ground Game, and thank you so much for being a leader in our community. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Ruth.
Thank
Good
you.
to be with you.
Thank you.
So, Mayor of Kannapolis interview. What you think about that?
I thought it was pretty great, if I do say so myself.
Did you think?
Yeah.
Think? Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so already, as we always tell you on the show, get over to cabarrus.gop, sign up for the newsletter. If they did sign up for the newsletter, you'd know that Madison Cawthorn's coming to the district. You'd know that. You'd know that.
Congressman Madison Cawthorn.
Congressman Madison Cawthorn, excuse me, Congressman. And matter of fact, our own Congressman, Richard Hudson's going to be there.
That's right.
June 12th, we are going to be in Midland at Crutchfield Farms. The Eventbrite link will be on the screen, probably in the description of the video if we can work that in there. But let's make sure we come out and support. One big thing, we were just talking about this, I thought was really cool is that Madison Cawthorn and Richard Hudson are both really strong Second Amendment people.
They are. Very
Really
strong.
good stuff. So all you 2A supporters that love the country, come celebrate America with us on June 12th. We're gonna have food from the smoke pit. We're gonna have music. We're gonna have good times. It'll be fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then next month, we've got a special guest on Ground Game. So y'all stay tuned. Visit all of our social media. My homegirl, Ruth the Truth in the booth. Next time, we'll be interviewing somebody else here on Ground Game. Stay tuned.